Hey music friends, this is Davi Vasc. I'm a music composer for games and today we're listening to another Touhou song. This one is A Maiden's Illusionary Funeral, NECRO-FANTASY. I'm curious about this one. Let's go! And of course, it sounds nothing like a funeral. Well, maybe there's going to be some hints here and there. Well, I can already tell. There's some ominous chords. I just find it funny. Imagine like a real life funeral and this is playing. The funny contrast. But yeah, can you hear the ominous chords? There's clearly some morbid intent in the composition. Very ominous, like haunting chords. I'm gonna show you these later. Wait, do I recognize this melody? Oh, I think I recognize this. This is from another Touhou song. Yeah, he's doing a very exciting chord sequence here. And then he surprises us at the end. This chord at the end is a surprise happy chord, was not supposed to be there. So at the same time that there are haunting, morbid kind of chords at the beginning, here in this chorus, I would say there's a sense of adventure with some sort of happy ending there. I'm gonna show you the chords and you're gonna understand. Check this out. So guys, check out the final few chords in here. It's coming. Very exciting, and the chords he's doing here. Check this out. So this sequence of chords is pretty characteristic for Touhou. Is like the signature chord sequence that he does all the time. But there's one little modification at the end. So he does happy chord, other happy chord. This is all standard, but then when he gets here, he puts here a chord that wasn't supposed to be here. He puts a happy chord here in a place where it doesn't belong. So, like I said, interesting contrast with the name of the track. It's called Funeral. And at the beginning, there are indeed morbid kind of chords. But here, it seems like he's going out of his way to make this adventurous and positive. It doesn't sound like it's a sad funeral. It doesn't sound like anyone is sad because someone died. I almost want to say there might be like some aspect of rebirth to this because the track is called Funeral. But listen to this. Look at this rise in the notes. It's rising, 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 and at the very top, it gets happy. So, sounds like a funeral with a happy ending for some reason. There's probably some sense of spiritual interpretation to this funeral that makes it so that it's not sad. But let me also show you the chords at the beginning because they did sound a little bit haunting and they did give me a sense of death and something ominous. Guys, check this out. Very interesting. It's basically doing the opposite of what he did on the happy part, but now he's doing it sad. I'm gonna explain. Check this out. Pay attention to the chords. It's coming. No wonder it sounds morbid, right? Did you catch the chords? The song is based on a regular sad chord. Almost all of Touhou songs are based on a sad chord like this, regular sad chord. But what's different about this? Look. He's putting a unexpected sad chord here in these places. That means that there was supposed to be a happy chord here, but he modified the standard chord that's supposed to go in this position into a sad chord. So it creates an unexpected, an extra feeling of sadness. Isn't that exactly what he did on the happy part? But on the happy part, he did that for a happy sensation. He modified a sad chord into a happy one. In the sad part, he modified a happy chord into a sad one. So you can see him going out of his way to modify these chords to create the sensations that he wants. And then this melody. I recognize this from another track, and I just remembered the person that recommended this track. The person that recommended to me this track said something about another track that this track is related to. Let me read it. Okay, now I understand why I feel like I recognize this melody from somewhere. The patron that suggested this track explained to me that it's two different tracks that share the same melody, but they're for two different characters. And I even found a YouTube comment here that kind of explains it a little bit. Look at this. Zune explained that he was working on a theme for the final boss and came up with NECRO-FANTASY, which is this one, right? But wasn't satisfied enough with it, kind of reworked it and made NECRO-FANTASIA, which is the other one that I'm recognizing, right? The other track that I heard in another occasion. Instead of throwing the older version, he gave the theme to the extra boss. Cool. So it seems like lore-wise, the themes are unrelated as far as I understand. They're just like different versions. Like he liked one theme better and he used on this boss, and he also liked the other theme and he used it on another boss. That's interesting. Usually when two themes share a melody like this, there's some lore significance to the coincidence, but apparently not this time. It's just a logistics thing. Yeah, and now it's the part that I told you that he's making happier. Yeah, now the ominous chords again. It's building up, speed up, speed up. Oh, this is new. Some of the synths that are playing on the background. It almost sounds like an organ, right? It sounds like a synthy kind of organ. Not exactly like a realistic sounding organ, but it's still there's organ vibes. And organ, of course, there's all sorts of connotations with villainy, with something haunting, right? Regarding to the organ. Listen to this. Doesn't it sound like an organ? Probably intentional because of the morbid theme of this character. And this part here is just the happy part. Remember the happy part, but without the melody. He removed the melody. I find it really cool when composers do that. That's a very common thing. Even, you know, in radio songs, sometimes they just play a vocal part again. You know, in this case, there's no vocal, it's just the main melody. But even in songs, in vocal songs, they will play a vocal part again, but without the vocals. And sometimes it's even hard to recognize that it's the same part because you can notice all sorts of new details when they remove a main part. It's really cool to listen to the arrangement. Listen to the complexity. That's why it's cool when you can hear a part in a new way like this. Listen to the complexity of these quick notes on the left speaker. There's such quick notes doing such complex patterns. So many quick notes. Now that I listen to this in this new way, there's a sense of complexity. There's a sense of sophistication in this quick, difficult pattern on the left speaker. Again, I said before that I don't know for sure, but it seems to me that there's a theme of rebirth in this track. I could be wrong, but the quick, complex pattern on the left speaker. Kind of contributes to that because, you know, this is the happy part. It's the part of rebirth where there's a rise in the notes and a happy ending. The quick notes give you a sensation of action, of liveliness, right? As opposed to the haunting part from before, which is more stale, right? There's more sustaining notes. Happy chord, surprise happy chord, right? Oh, it keeps building up. And now the melody's back, the main melody's back. Surprise happy chord. Again, with more zumpets. Oh my god, the zumpets are going crazy. And this is a boss, right? This is a boss theme. Oh wow. I thought there was going to be an abrupt ending there, but I think it's looping now. Yeah, see, listen in this part, in this haunting part, how the notes are more sustained. Bang, bang. Even though there's still like some quick notes. Man, really cool. I'm curious to know what this character is about. It's so odd to have a fast-paced, energetic song like this be about a funeral, apparently. I'm curious about this. Cool track. This track was suggested on Patreon by JC. Hooray, JC! And hey, I have a bunch of other videos just like this one on Touhou music on this little playlist over here. So check this out, and remember, whenever you're ready to spread your wings and go on a music journey again, I'll see you there.